Hello, everybody. Today is a wonderful Tuesday, and I want to do a movie review for you guys. I saw Aquaman 2, but I just want to point out if you hear like a rumbling sound, a loud thunder kind of sound, and maybe cracks of thunder, that is a storm that's outside right now. There is a chance for a tornado, heavy rains, thunderstorms. It's coming from the southwest United States and over the Gulf into where I live, which is Southwest Florida. And I'm actually kind of scared. I'm home alone, and if a tornado hits, I'm like, I know what to do, but like, I'm kind of like on a couch, sort of next to the window, not like directly next to the window, but I mean, can a lightning bolt go through glass and hit people? I guess it can, but I'm gonna chance it for now and see what happens. Also, I'm sure my tripod is a conductor for electricity as well, so that's probably not good. But anyway, and also you might hear my dog whimpering or barking, or she's nervous in storms, to say the least, basically. I don't want to get into that too much right now. Okay, so the review. This is gonna be a spoiler review, by the way. So if you don't want to hear spoilers, I don't know how much spoilers I'm going to give, but I'm going to talk a bit about the film. Okay. The first one, I really enjoyed. I thought it was super fun, and Momoa just delivers on all counts in the first one. It had one flaw that a lot of DC films have: bad special effects towards the end of the film, in the climax of the film. That was the first one. But it was still entertaining. I still enjoyed it heavily. The second one, I thought going into it, because my nephew had said he had seen it on Saturday, and he said he thought it was just as good as the original, if not better. I will say just as good as the original, but not better than the original. There were aspects I liked better. I thought it took a while to tell the story, and I thought they could have probably shaved some time off of the script and movie had they edited out the whole middle part where, you know, Aquaman is looking for his brother in prison, and then they're looking for the base and everything. They probably could have shaved some time off there. But there were some really classic lines. Momoa, or shall I say, that's the actor's name, Aquaman, called his brother Loki, which is a definite joke about Marvel, I'm sure. And that was funny. Then they talked about, on their little journey through the jungle, about food on the, you know, not water side of the planet, on the dry side, on land, shall I say. And how funny, cheeseburgers and beer and everything was mentioned. And I could see where they would throw in Loki and Thor as the kind of buddy thing going on there. That it definitely had that going on, and I like that aspect of it. The talk of food was super funny, and then when he made him eat a cockroach, and I think it was a joke. He didn't mean to tell him to eat a cockroach because it was good. He meant it because no, they're not good. They're fucking bugs, you know. And pardon the French for anybody who has kids or kids listening or anything. So basically, I'm just hearing all kinds of noises. It's thundering out. I thought I heard a car door. I don't know. But anyway, sorry about that. But so, all in all, really enjoyed all those comedy bits about eating food and beer and cockroaches and Loki joke, but really what sold this movie for me, and usually I think I'm sold before this, but I was really sold by the climactic battle scene in the end. Just really delivered for me, and unlike past DCU films, I thought the special effects were actually pretty good, especially towards the end. Maybe towards the middle and beginning of the film, the special effects weren't as good, but the special effects at this point were. Now, the crux of the story, not to give too much away, but again, I said it was spoiler, is that the bad guy from the original is trying to increase the temperature of the planet. He has the black trident that is just as powerful as the one that Aquaman has, and it has like an Atlantis thing going on, and it froze over because the bad guy, they had to freeze over the bad guys and put them in a spell, and they had to break the spell with basically the blood of the last king's line. And spoiler here, big spoiler, he kidnaps Aquaman's kid, who was the last one. And I guess he has to kill the kid, the baby, shall I say, to get his blood and whatnot and revive the ancient king, if you will. And so in a sense, the king was making it like, I'll give you whatever you want, I'll give you power, I'll give you this, when in a sense he didn't care about that. He just wanted to be revived so then he could take over and he could do what he wants. And in the process, who cares if I destroy the planet, because I'm like a ghost figure here who's under a spell, and it doesn't matter if I destroy the planet. And there was a definite global warming theme going on, and I like that because I'm a liberal, and I get into all that talk of saving the planet and whatnot, because we only have one Earth. And so if you don't like that aspect of it, if you don't want to hear that, like being beaten down, your head constantly about the virtues of global warming and being green, probably not the film for you. Although they do kind of make it like they speed up the process with what they're doing, but they do acknowledge that we are going through global warming. So, keep that in mind when seeing this. If you're a conservative and do not believe in global warming, you're probably not going to like this film. You're probably not going to like the story. But I really enjoyed it. I would say just as good as the original. And what really made it for me was the ending. So I would give this an 8 out of a 10, basically, if I had to rate it. I think I would give the original an 8.5. And that's a good rating in my opinion. That you get an 8 or an 8.5, that's pretty good. I mean, I could have given it a 7, and that would have been a lot worse. But 8 or 8.5, that's pretty darn good. And I hope you guys like the review, and I hope it helps you out in deciding whether you want to see the film or not. And ensemble cast, it even had Amber Heard in it. The Johnny Depp's ex, who was claiming he abused her, and then they had some kind of trial that wasn't criminal or anything. It was just I think they were both countersuing each other. She was trying to get money from him, and he was trying to get money from her for defamation of character or something. And Johnny Depp apparently won all the counts but one, so he basically won the case. And I personally think they both looked like idiots, personally. I mean, she claimed, I was punched in the face and there was a big welt and swelling, and everyone that saw her said no, she looked perfectly fine. And then her response was, I put on concealer. Okay, anybody who wears makeup on my channel who can chime in here. Come on. I've watched makeup videos. I've had makeup applied to me. Okay, I've seen makeup, what it can do. it's not gonna cover up severe bruising on your face from getting punched. And then she admitted to hitting Johnny Depp over the head. So with a pan, with a frying pan. So, and then she goes, oh, but he hit me first. Okay, but where are the bruises? Why did everyone not see anything? And makeup's not going to cover up stuff like that. Okay. So they both look like idiots, and I was originally thinking, I never want to see another film of hers again, but, whatever. It's not her film, it's really Momoa's film, and his dad played a bigger part in this movie than she did, who's played by the guy that played Jango Fett and Boba Fett and the clone troopers and stuff. So anyway, I'm rambling now, so I will just end it here and also I'm getting a little scared of the lightning and thunder out here. So I will leave you there, people. May the force be with you. Always read your comics and then see your movies, because they're both really good in tandem. And have a great night. And if you're interested, people, tonight is Marvel's Echo. On the East Coast, 9 o'clock. On the West Coast, 6 o'clock. So, later, dudes.